Hey guys, Viggoman here, and welcome back to another episode from Acan. This is the second one, and today we're going to expand on our little village here. I've been doing some work without you guys. I was just super in the mood, super inspired when I released last episode. So I hope you guys don't mind. We are going to do a lot on camera as well. But I just want to set the theme and work a little bit with that, so we don't have to work with how to create the different elements that we want on camera, so that we can focus on just building some beautiful buildings for our town here. So what I've done is that I've added some of these plateaus for farming, which is very common in the Inca. You see that in the Machu Picchu in several different places. A lot of people, well, I had some people that didn't really know what this was. They thought it was just rock with grass on top. I just want to clarify that these are meant as farms. The reason why they're just now like stone and then some grass on top right now is because they're not used for farms anymore, and grass has spread and just overgrown the whole area. But back in the Inca times, this was used at farms, so this stone here is used to hold back the soil so that you can plant in pretty steep conditions. Because as you can see, the mountains here are very steep, but by leveling it out in these plateaus like that, you actually make it possible to farm all kinds of crops in a very steep condition, which is good. And yeah, it looks awesome as well, just really terraforms the whole area here. So that is something I've been working a little bit on. Also trying to figure out the palette for the vegetation here, and I think it's getting there. I don't want to have too tall trees here, because it's tall up in the mountains and trees don't like to grow, especially in the tall mountains and stuff like that. So why don't we just get started, guys? Yeah, first of all, I came up with a cool torch design. Well, I didn't come up with it. I saw this at, I think it was Medevsky or Medvedsky Harad, the castle with it, me and Dukan, or did a review on. And then I also worked a little bit on the inside here, and I think it turned out pretty good. So I think what we're gonna do today is work on this diagonal one. Diagonals are always tricky, and I don't think I've shown you guys enough in videos. I do in the streams, we do a lot of diagonal buildings, but I think it's fitting that we do an episode, because I understand that not all of you want to see a whole replay of a stream, because that can become quite long. So we're gonna do that today and see if we can come up with something. I'm not especially good with diagonals myself, but I like working with them because it challenges me, and yeah, I need to just work a little bit more with the building, a little bit extra to make a good design and come up with something that I like. So let's see if we can do something like that today. And you know, it's a let's build, not a tutorial, so it might just end up like crap, who knows. So now we gotta decide, because since we're building on a diagonal, the roof, or actually we can work around this. The thing is, let me show you, when we build normal, we can get that angle, which is a 45-degree angle. But once you move that around like that, because of the Pythagoras thing, it's not 45 degrees anymore, it's more like 30 degrees. You can see that clearly if I show this one here, and then we go to this one. You can see this is more of a gentle slope, but I think we can kind of work with that, because either that or then we would have to go like double steep, and I don't think that fits. But what if we do like that? That is pretty much as close as 45 degrees as we can come. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to build it like that, and then raise these up like so. Do the same here, and then just another one there, and then basically we're gonna position one. No, that is that correct? Probably, I don't know. No, that is not gonna work. It has to be. This is a tricky part about building. Here should be good, and then here. And that should enclose all of it. Perfect. Alright, and then I think we're going to just go for the same palette as we have here. So tool, info like that, and then basically just these here. And then replace... can I please type? Replace 35-1, which is the wool, with 4, 1, 2, 5, 3, 11, 2, 5, 3, 8, and 1, 5, 6, 7, 4. And that's good. Okay, perfect. Then we just deselect that, and then we can place the slabs on top of these, like that. And then we have a little shape here, which is nice. And then I think something we kind of discussed a little bit in the comment section. Oh, we forgot some of the moss in here. I can go around and place that in manually. That's not a big deal. Just some moss on the ground here. But then we talked about like expanding the like the foundation of this so that it's how can I say this? Like less straight walls in a way, so that the walls are kind of leaning. So it looks like the walls are stacked, more or less, instead of having the corner pieces here. So we'll see how that works with these ones, and then we'll kind of make a decision of whether we should keep that or not. So it's going to be something more like this, and yeah. We can actually just use all of them and just work a little bit with that. Yeah, I think if we do that instead, we can something like that, and then this one there, probably here, and then there. So that creates a cool little shape here, which makes it more like less civilized, because yeah, after all, the Sul Shas, or the Ir Als, which is the people living here, and Sul Shas is the kingdom. The Ir Als, that it's kind of a hard, it's like Ir and then this dot and Als. You can see it in my Discord. It's kind of weird. Might have to change that because it's kind of hard to pronounce. And these people are, well, they used to be civilized, at least in the lore that we have. They came from a great kingdom, which is now lost in the jungle. I'm trying to figure out a cool little lore for that, on how the jungle just took over the whole civilization, basically, and just that the jungle managed to take down a pretty wealthy and civilized village. So that is something I'm working on. So look forward to that if you like that kind of thing when building, creating the lore and stuff. But these people here are not as civilized. They're not stupid, but they're not. It's not Krasberg thing. If you don't know what Krasberg is, that is one of the bigger projects that we're currently working on, and they're not on that level. They're yeah, far from that. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. That the buildings are not as good in a way. It's really hard to say this or say it in a way that makes sense. But now I'm very curious on how the roof will work now that we have this odd little shape here. I've never done a roof in this kind of fashion where we have like 1.5 block for each elevation, so that can be kind of tricky. It will probably be kind of tricky. So what I assume that we know, how can I best do this? It actually needs to be extended even further, these ones. I think what I'm going to do is to go for will this work? I think no, that's not going to work. Because if I do that, that's going to be like way too tall. Yes. Alright, so then we'll do the same kind of roof as I would have done in a normal, just one block elevation. It's kind of hard because we don't have a name for it, but when you just go one block by each one here, because I have a technique there, basically that is, yeah, slabs and full blocks like that, and that creates this palette that works. And then we'll just figure out the corners a little bit more, or the end pieces here. And it might look a little weird right here on the corner, so we might have to play around with that and see if we can figure out a good way to make the transition from the roof to the wall here look best as possible. But you know, when we're building with diagonals, it's all about compromises, because you can't expect it to turn out great. Basically, that's something I've just realized. You just gotta take what you got. Basically, it's impossible to do a good looking, or it can be good looking but not perfect looking diagonal build. I think that's gonna work actually. So we'll do something like that, and then that and like that. I guess we could potentially, no, how, yeah, and then slab there, and then it would be a slab on top of that one, just so that it's not so tall. Yeah, that works. It's not too shabby, can definitely live with that. And then we're gonna just do the trapdoor trick where we add some trapdoors to this at places, just to indicate that it's thatched. Thatch is it's plant basically, so it's not completely even and won't like have a super straight. It's not like tiles, so it would work a little bit like that. And then I think what we can do here, let me try this out. Do we have, let me see if we do have that one. Stone corner. No, we don't. Alright, but then we'll just use this one. There's no problem in that. And that will then create a little lip sticking over here. And then, whoopsie daisy. I can't remember what block that was there. And then that would create, I'm gonna deny that, sorry dude. And then, yeah. Create a little lip that is sticking over like that, which might turn out good in our favor. It's kind of hard to tell, but I think it works. We could also, while I'm thinking about it, we might have to redo the whole roof here. But let's start with this and see how that works, and maybe we'll have to just play around with the roof a little bit. As I've said, building diagonals is tricky. You just gotta take your time. You can't force it anyway, or in some way. What if I do that? Okay, that's gonna be a lot better. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is gonna redo the roof here by, well, hello there. Placing slabs here, so basically just moving everything down by a half a block. So here there was a half slab, now it's gonna be full block, and then we're just gonna do this same one like that, but just move it down by one block. So let me just do that. I'll do a small cut because there's no reason for me to just do the roof all over again. Alright guys, I did that thing and it turns out a lot better, because now we have, like, instead of having a full block here, it's just a slab, and that just makes the transition a lot better. So I'm happy with that. Now the tricky part comes, because now we gotta add like windows and such, and I'm pretty sure we won't be able to do this same kind of design that we got here, but we gotta give it a try at least and just see how it turns out. Because as you can see here, these blocks are not playing along with us. And that is going to look really bad. So what if we... Is there any... Well, maybe we can... Let's see. What if I do... Gotta go like that. That gives us a small window like that. Definitely not what we want, but... It's super tricky working with these. We can potentially... Let me... Get a block in there. So we can like do something like that, but now it's like ridiculously low. I want them up on the wall like we have here, because yes, that looks better. So yeah, like up here at this level, perfect. So we can do like that. It works, but it's definitely not as good as it could have been. But it's on diagonal, so you just gotta live with it. That's the thing. Yeah, it works when you see it like that. It's a little bit odd, straight, like, ahead of it. But I think we can make it work. So we just gotta place a few of them. We might change them as we go as well. But yes. So let's place one there. Alright. And then we'll place one there. Just a full block, and that will work. We can do something similar over here. So let's place a full block there, and then, because as I said, diagonals is all about compromises. Now we have to compromise this little lip here, but we managed to squeeze in a window, which doesn't look too bad. So yeah, I can live with that. And then I think the main entrance is going to be here somewhere, and it's probably, I think ground level should just be like that, because it's built on a little hill. So I don't think we have to go even further up like that. Because here we kind of elevated the ground a little bit. There are two different blocks here, yes. But I think we're not going to do that here. I think we're just gonna keep it low. And yeah, I think that is going to be probably the best way to do this. Just keep it low as it is. We might elevate it in the back. Let's do that just to get an interesting interior out of this. So we can elevate it in the back, and by doing something like that, we get a little bit of a transition here, and then we can have like a wall here of some sort, like a wooden wall divider to divide up the room. It's going to be like that, and then just put a slab there. I said a slab, thank you. But then of course we can smooth it out a little bit using some of these, because why not? Like that. And let's see how the... Hello? Thank you. These... Or, okay. Maybe not that one. How is... I think it is called... Board. Wooden board fence. Yes. Not completely sure how this will look, but let's give it a try. Yeah, it's gonna do that weird thing where it clips out the section right here. So maybe... Okay, let's try something else then. We can use the wattle fence, perhaps. Let's give that a try. We can also use the trapdoors. If we do... we can do something like that. That is also a possibility, which is not too bad. Let's keep that, or just remember that, but let's try the wattle fence. And we might be a little sneaky and put it out on the lip here, or the edge. That doesn't work. Alright, let's use the trapdoors then. Hello. So that was blocked like that, and then we just place them on the side there, and then there, and then perfecto. Awesome. So that works. Remove that, and then just gotta create a little thing here, and I think I'm gonna go for a similar stair design in a way. So the door will be here, I think. So what if I do something like that, and then I'm gonna use the same door as well, just to keep the theme going. And I can place... Can I place... No, okay, I can place that there. Yeah, that works. And then a little elevation here. Just gonna go up like that, and then like that, which is kind of cool. Then we're gonna, of course, landscape all of this here. But yeah, I think I'm kind of done with what we're gonna do for today. The diagonals take a long time, so we're not gonna be able to completely furnish it. There's something I just want to try. How does it look if I put some... Yes, that works. That is something I like to do in these kind of buildings. We're gonna do that over here as well, wherever we have like a full block. Yeah. You can also do it on the stairs. It kind of works either way. Yeah, something like that. But I just want to add like a small porch to this. So, wooden stair. So if I try to place you there, maybe I should place it up there. No, let's do it down there, and then do something like that. Does that work? I think it does. I'm just looking at this one to see if we have anything we can use, something we have forgotten. I don't think so. I want to try to do like a fireplace in the middle of this one, like a fire pit, instead of a fireplace with a chimney. So that's something I'm going to do off camera, I think, just to see if it works, because we kind of, some people were discussing that that was more realistic to the Incas, even though we're not building an Inca thing. It's inspired by that, so it might be good to try to keep it as realistic as possible. But apart from that, I think that is good. How does that look on the map as well? Oh wow, what is going on with the roof of this one? It might be the trapdoors that is messing up with it. Maybe not. I don't know, that is super weird. Maybe it's just takes some time to load. I have no clue. But at least it looks good in game. I think it's, yeah, I think it looks good. And I'm looking forward to just keep on expanding on this. I love this little place, and I just fell for it straight away when we started building this little house. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If so, make sure to smack that like button. And if you haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe. It's been Viggoman, and I'm out.